everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I'm here to film something very exciting, the Revolution and Clueless collaboration. So I am a very big fan of the movie Clueless. I grew up in the 90s and kind of was obsessed with movies ever since I've been able to kind of understand what movies are, and Clueless is definitely one that I love watching again and again and again. And when I saw that Revolution were coming out with a collaboration, I was like, let's see what they can bring out, because sometimes the collaborations can be very hit and miss. But I picked up two products because, to be honest, although they brought out a lot of stuff, nothing really appealed to me. So what is actually out is kind of listed on this leaflet. So this is like my receipt, but then they also mention everything that's in the collaboration. So they came out with 3 eyeshadow palettes. So they came out one each of like the main 3 girls. So you've got Cher's, you've got Ty's, and you've got Dion's, and then you also got As If palette as well, which is like the bigger palette. I didn't really want to get like the bigger palette because none of the shades really appealed to me. What I did get, I'll let you know in a moment. They also came out with some false nails, which I thought was quite interesting. I don't know really why. The designs on them were quite cool, but I don't really wear fake nails, so kind of not for me. They came out with some eyeliners, which are very interesting because I picked up one. They also came in different colours as well, which is pretty cool. They came out with some lip glosses, they came out with some hair accessories, some bags. So kind of like a mixed part of their collection. I kind of felt like they could have brought out maybe a couple of more makeup products as opposed to just accessories, because I don't know, it's kind of like, because it's like a teen film with like young women. I mean, you would feel like they would come up with more makeup, but I guess, you know, accessories is a big part of the film, and you know, they're kind of, you know, rich the rich life that Cher kind of lives. But yeah, I actually picked up the Thai palette because the colors were more up my street. I really wanted to get the Dion palette, which is like a green palette, but as soon as I kind of saw the Thai one, I was like, I'd rather just get this. So as I mentioned, I picked up the palette, I picked up the eyeliner, which I absolutely love the design of this because Cher's pen is like with a pom-pom on the end. And I also picked up like a lip oil from Revolution because I have been wanting to try this for ages, and it kind of reminds me of like a 90s nostalgic, so I'll be using this at the end. So let's go in with the eyeshadow palette, because as you can see, I have everything else on. So it's got the shape of a tape on there, which is pretty awesome because Ty's character makes like a mixtape, I believe, for Paul Rudd's character, which is a bit weird, but you know, I love this film. I love the colour as well because it's like the shade of her tartan skirt, and yeah, like rest in peace to Brittany Murphy. Like, she was an amazing actress, and I believe this was like one of her first movies, and she was great in it. I think she was so funny. So yeah, when you open it, you get 6 different shades. I find this a little bit weird. There's a sticker on one of them, so they've clearly changed the name of one of the colours, and I really want to like see what it is, because it's called Locked Out. I kind of want to see what it used to be called. It used to be called Virgin, and then I guess they had to remove it because it might have offended some people, so I'm going to put that back on. But I find that quite weird that they changed it a bit after, then some poor person had to like go and sticker over the name. But anyway, I'll put up some swatches of what all the shades look like, and yeah, I just feel like it's a nice mix of shades because you get 3 matte shades and you get 3 shimmers, so it's kind of, it's enough for me to kind of hopefully work with. And of course I use the eyeliner, which is a black one. So I am going to start off with, let's get a brush first. I'm going to start off with Way Harsh, so just here, and I'm gonna just put this as a transition and see how this works. I don't have anything on my lids, I just have my skin basically, so no primer on there today or any foundation. So let me know if you guys have seen Clueless before, because it's kind of turned into like a bit of a cult classic. I know it was pretty big when it came out in the 90s, and Elisa Silverstone was pretty big like at the time when this movie came out, and of course she was in Batman and Robin and of course some other movies that I can't really think of right now, but she was pretty like well known in the 90s, and of course like this was a big like thing for her, and she was great in it. I mean, like I said, I can't really relate to her character where she's like a young, beautiful, blonde, rich woman who obviously has a lot going for her, and she's very popular in school, and all the boys want to like be with her, and all the girls want to be her and stuff like that. And but I just feel it's just such a great way to show like a different side of American culture, because there's such a big like diversion of like the rich families, and then like all the kids that go to school that are not rich and all that stuff. Next I'm going with Cassette Tape. Oh god, there's a lot of fallout in these palettes. I always say that with Revolution because they do have quite a lot of fallout. Let's see just how it goes, because I'll pick up any excess that falls off. But yeah, I think the movie is just amazing. It's got such a great cast in it. Like all the actors in there are obviously really well known from like other movies, and or have then gone on to much bigger things. Of course, Paul Rudd being one of them. I don't know, it wasn't one of his first movies, because I know he was in quite a few other films before that, but he was great in it. And again, Brittany Murphy is great in it as well. Yeah, it's just one of my favorite kind of like comedy movies, because it's just so, yeah, it's like a bunch of like just high school kids just being like just kids really. I mean, I used to watch it like non-stop when I was young. I know it was on telly quite a lot as well, like on I'm pretty sure it was like ITV or something, but I definitely had it on tape and just loved watching it non-stop. So I'm going to go in with Newbie just in the middle here, and I'm going to take this kind of fluffy brush because I'm going to save like the shimmers. The purple shimmer is probably one that I'm not going to use today because it's kind of a bit out of the ordinary with the other shades, which is called Can't Drive. But yeah, I'm very intrigued as to why they took out Virgin. I mean, I know it's because it's kind of like a virgin who can't drive and stuff like that, but I know it's probably quite offensive maybe to some people, because I don't know, being a virgin was obviously used to be kind of like, oh my god, you're a virgin, oh my god, like that's one of the worst things to be. But times have changed so much since the 90s, and of course it's a very different time now. But you know, I'm intrigued. And then Locked Out, I'm not sure what that kind of is meant to be referencing. It's probably obviously a line in the film that I can't remember, but I do obviously forgot to mention that this palette is called Rolling with the Homies, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know it's Ty's palette, but I think it's called Rolling with the Homies, which is obviously a well-known quoted line in that film from a song. So far this is doing quite well. I'm just literally blending back and forth so it's not too just like solid in shades, to be honest. And although this palette is quite small, you can do quite a lot with it. I'm pretty sure it was like maybe £6.50, I believe, and then obviously the bigger palette is probably going to be maybe £13-14. Revolution are like kind of all over the place with their prices sometimes, but I think when it comes to collaborations they have to just have a higher price to like pay off and all that stuff. So next I'm going to go in with Makeover just here, because I'm going to save Locked Out as an inner corner shade. So let's get this everywhere. I might have to use my finger, but that's okay. Just tapping it on so it's not, because it seems like quite a flaky shimmer, but I'm just going back and forth. Let's go in with my finger and just see if it does do anything. Oh yeah, that helps a bit. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, now inner corner, Locked Out. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a nice kind of silverish shimmer. Right, so that's the eyes. Pretty good. I mean, again, this is like standard Revolution kind of like formula. It's not anything like, oh my god, it's insane, it's amazing, because it's not really, it's just kind of standard. So now let's go on to the eyeliner. So as I mentioned, this is reminiscent of Cher's pen that she has in school, and it does come with different shades, because I believe it comes with like a red one and a blue one and stuff like that. So I'm gonna quickly undo this. It's such a bit of a faff to do this. I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so we got this going. So yeah, this is just a standard nib, and of course we've got the little pom-pom on the end. So let's just give this a go. I'm pretty sure it's just a standard, yeah, black eyeliner. Very nice. One of my favorite eyeliners by Revolution is from Love Revolution. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it is such a great eyeliner. It lasts all day and it is super duper affordable as well. So if you want an eyeliner from Revolution, I definitely recommend that one. This is just nice and standard, to be honest. It's not dried up or kind of stopping along the way. Yeah, I think I mostly got this because it's just like a pom-pom and just quite reminiscent of it, and the packaging obviously is like, you know, the yellow tartan. But yeah, let's now go on to the lips. So this is in the shade Goji Berry, and like I mentioned, in the collaboration for the film there are lip glosses in like the little squeezy tubes. I'm not a lip gloss kind of person, so I didn't want to pick any of them up, but this is from Love Revolution, so I think this was like £2.50. It smells gorgeous, and it again reminds me of the 90s when I was a young gal. So let's just get this on. It's just a lip oil, so it's nothing crazy, to be honest. I'm kind of obsessed with lip oils right now, so all the time I just want to try new lip oils. So yeah, this is my finished look essentially. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have picked up anything from this collection. I can say this palette is pretty nice. I mean, like I said, it's the standard Makeup Revolution like formula when it comes to their shadows and the shimmers as well. Nothing too crazy. The packaging is great. The pen is really good. Like, this eyeliner pen is fantastic. I'm pretty sure it's quite long, like it wears for a long time as well. I won't keep it on very long just because I don't really keep on my makeup looks for too long when I'm at home. But yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, collaboration wise, I'm sure they'll come up with another one. I don't know if they have any more things to bring out, but maybe like if you're interested or if you're a fan, maybe potentially pick up something if you want to, if you can afford it. It's just the standard prices, and let me know what your favorite line from the movie as well, because it's such a quotable film. I love it. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. And I noticed that I've smudged that slightly, but that's all good. Have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.